Hi F2Ps, it's Goodfellow here from F2P.com, and today we are checking out Grepolis from InnoGames. I don't know how you pronounce it. Grepolis. Grepolis. It's Greece and polis, which means town in Greek. Grepolis? We'll go with that. It's from InnoGames. It's a free-to-play, browser-based city building strategy, as are a lot of the games that come from InnoGames. So if you have played their titles before, then you'll probably be well familiar with the type of game that this is going to be. It is an older game. It was originally released in 2009. So it's been around for quite some time. We've been aware of it, we've kind of checked it out here and there, but this is going to be a first look for me personally. I say it's going to be. I've already had a bit of a first look. I've played it for a little while to make sure I got through tutorial modes, and then we're basically picking it up from here. So it is a city building strategy, building up your own polis and then expanding your borders and ultimately taking on other players, attacking them, attacking their settlements, stealing resources, and that kind of thing. I don't think there's any kind of major victory conditions, so it's not like the game happens in rounds or anything like that, like other strategy games. It is basically just constantly trying to keep at the top of the leaderboard, top of the ranks. So that is the end game, as it were. So we've been checking out the game, and we're going to give you a first look. The problem with this game, as I have found, is that there isn't really that much to do until you start reaching the later game, which is unfortunate, and I'm going to show you why. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate that for you. So starting out, this is our city, or our polis. So nice artwork, looks decent. We've got different buildings. We've got a temple, senate, barracks, farm. You know, it's easy if I just click the build, so you can see what our primary builds are. These buildings were already there, so even a cave, which we've not actually built anything in it yet. The artwork's there, but we've not, you get to essentially upgrade it. An academy has not been fully built, but there's artwork there. Once we build the academy, I'm presuming it's going to turn into a building. And so, kind of half of the game revolves around building up this city of ours, and we do that by using our main resources. We've got wood, stone, and silver coins. So you get those directly from your timber camp for your wood, your quarry for your stone, and your silver mine for your silver coins. And obviously the rank that these are at, so that's a rank 5, that quarry is a rank 6, timber camp rank 6. The rank that they're at increases the amount of production you get from. Other buildings kind of have their own ranks and have similar benefits for leveling them up, and upgrading them is all the same system. So if we go to upgrade the temple, we can have a look that it's going to cost what the resources are going to cost. It's going to cost us 5 people, so that's our available population. And you increase your population by increasing your farm size, I believe. Okay, there you go. So current population, current maximum population. This is the following effect. Your resource production. I don't know. There you go. Different stuff. Everything does something completely different. So anyway, so if we want to increase our temple, we'll click the upgrade, and it's going to take 5 minutes and 13 seconds to upgrade it. Once a timer reaches below 5 minutes, as we will see in a moment, it becomes free to upgrade it, and it instantly refreshes, whereas previously you would have to spend gold to rush. So that's now at rank 4. Great, gives us different stuff. We have various quests. So at the moment we have, we've completed that one already, so we can collect that, upgrade the farm to level 8. Okay, we don't have the storage capacity because our storage is so high. We would need to upgrade our warehouse. So if we want to upgrade our warehouse, that's going to take 9 minutes. Obviously we can rush it once it hits 5, so it's going to take 3 minutes before we can build anything else. We can't upgrade anything else now. That's the thing. So if we try to upgrade this, it just puts it in a queue. So once that finishes, then it starts with that. So you can queue different buildings and then go offline and come back and they will have all built. But if you want to sit here and play the game, then you pretty much can't, because you very quickly run out of stuff to do, as we have found throughout the course of this game. If it wasn't resources running out, it was just simply because it takes so long to do stuff. Upgrading our farm to level 9 is going to take 33 minutes, so 28 minutes. So we're not going to sit around and wait for that. It's something you would get them all queuing and then leave the game alone. And that is essentially, I mean, we've played the game for about 2 hours. That's essentially what we've done for 2 hours, just upgrading stuff and waiting for it to be completed. So kind of boring, but it gets you into a position where you can actually start playing the game. It's just a really long process to actually get into the point where you're playing the game. Other buildings, so the likes of the cave, that needs a Senate level 10. So we're at level 6 at the moment. If for level 9 it's 30 minutes, it's probably going to be maybe an hour to get from 9 to 10. So it's a good couple of hours before we can even start to upgrade our cave, and that allows us to create scouts and spies for spying on our opponents. Now, similar with the academy, we need a Senate level of 8, and then we can start training other battle techniques and learning new technologies, essentially. And one of the key things with this that we are unable to do, and we're going to switch to our island view. Boop. So this is where we're currently located. This is our little F2P Comms city. This is the nearest city to us. If we wanted to attack them, well, we need boats. So if we wanted to send all these guys in, we need 5 transport boats and 12 fast transport ships. We don't have any ships, so we can't do that. What about if we put in 5? Nope. What if we put in 1? So we need at least 1 ship to attack other players in PvP, and we can't build ships yet. So that means that that aspect of the game is completely locked off to us. What we can do is fight barbarians, which we have been doing because we have a quest to win 25 fights against bandits. For us to fight, we basically click the bandit camp. We're going to be fighting 2 swordsmen and 4 hoplites. So we could just basically send in 32, and we can select all our units and attack. And that's basically it. We've nothing else to attack now, and we have to wait until that battle is over. So once you run out of stuff to construct, because we can only build one thing at a time, we can only fight one battle at a time, that's essentially it. There's nothing we can do now until these things finish, and we have to do 25 of these battles. It's just crazy long to get stuff completed. But anyway, there's various things that you can do. So we've built a farming village here now. We can collect. Oh, that went a bit loud. We can collect different resources. So that's in my possession. We've got Rosdereth, that's in my possession. What about this dude over here? There we go, can steal. We've successfully taken that. So we're taking some extra little areas. Check us out. What's this over here? Ruin. Build. I don't know what this actually is. Here you can build new farming villages. Farming villages frequently produce resources and recruit units for you. As soon as you have a marketplace, you can also trade resources with the villagers. Okay, well, so it's saying I now control that, 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 that. I guess I'm wondering whether these are actually okay. That I mean that name seems like it's a player. Carol Q. Guest. Okay, so I apparently control everything. Now whether other players can try and take these off me, I don't know. Not really got into the PvP, so there's not really much we can do about it. But we have some quests that we can try and do. So the plans for reconstruction of your residence are complete, and construction can soon begin. However, they are threatened of being put on ice by a request from a respected mathematician. The young scholar presents the fact of his argument. If you should see fit to make the necessary resource available to me, I could make huge improvements to the defensive structure. In the event of an attack or siege, this would be our significant advantage. Not to our significant advantage. Please trust in my calculations. So I can impress the people by upgrading my palace, or grant the mathematician resources to upgrade the defensive structure. So if I go with this one, my city will suffer the following effects for a brief period. Reduced stone production, which is fine because I create an absolute ton of it, but I'll get improved defense. Or I can have improved stone production. This way I get coins of war, this way I get coins of wisdom. These coins are evidence, basically. I get them for leveling, I use them to level up players. Okay, so wait until the time expires to complete the island quest. Your city will suffer the following effect for a brief period. Sure. So okay. That's that. I mean, the thing with the game is there's loads of kind of sub-menus and stuff for tracking. So you can track your trade, recruiting, that's kind of, building up your units. Not that I need them. I don't think I've trained that many. I just keep getting them as reward. Can check out my buildings, what ranks they are. Plenty of stuff for overviews. We've got our gods, which we can check out over here. So, you can choose which deity you wish to worship in your temple. And I believe you can get multiple cities in the game. And they can all worship different deities as far as I'm aware. And so, we've got Zeus. I mean, you can change them anytime. Hera, Poseidon, Athena, Hades, Artemis. And they all have their own different spells. So damages a random building in the city. Attacking naval forces gaining 10% bonus. So he's all very aggression and war. Whereas Hera, who we're currently worshipping, noblemen come from all over surrounding lands to bring presents to the king's marrying daughter, and the city receives 200 wood, 200 stone, 200 silver coins. So these are different spells, so that costs 30 favour. 120 favour, increase the wood, stone and silver coin production by 50% for 4 hours. In the barracks, all recruitment signed are accelerated by 100%. So this is basically an expansionist type deity to worship. This dude, wood washes up on. Okay, so we get some wood. Again, construction. City wall loses 1 to 3 levels, so that's an aggression thing against other players. Get mythical units, that kind of stuff. So there's an element of tactics and kind of personal customization depending on what you're wanting to do at the time. If you're focused on trying to build up your city, then Hera is a good one. Once you actually start fighting other players, you might want to switch to Zeus, but you lose all the favour that you've actually acquired. So there you go, we can go population growth, boom, when we're doing that. And we can do that one, and we can do that one. It uses up all our favour for her. There you go, and we've just spent that a few times. And we've just got a load of free resources. So, there's cool little things with the system that you can do. And this is how big the world is. I guess it's pretty endless. And so while there's loads to do, and you can fight other players, I mean, on the map, like I said before, it won't let us, but even... so you can cast spells on them. I can go to them. I can go and I can trade with them, and obviously I can spy on them. So if I do want to be aggressive, then I can spy. But I don't have the cave building, so I actually can't. And that's in a nutshell most of what the game is about, building up your city, building up your troops, and then fighting other players. We just can't get to any of that other stuff. We're really mired down in the building up of our city. Um, and for a first experience with the game, I think it's quite bad. I don't think it's particularly interesting. And so it's one of those things where you have to kind of know where you're going before you set off on the journey. You need to know what this game's about and know what to expect and know that you want to play that kind of end game content that the game provides before you start playing it, because you will have to grind through all this stuff that is just mindless. It's not too bad if you're playing it casually. If you're trying to sit here and do a review on it, then it's a little bit harder. But if you're just picking away to every, once a day, just log in, queue all your buildings, and then come back and click, yeah, gather some resources, do a few things, and then leave it for the day. That's fine. If you're in it for the long haul, then there's more to it, and it is developed by InnoGames, so they kind of know what they're doing because they're a really successful company and they make really popular strategy games. But it's just a shame they've not made the opening new player experience particularly interesting, and that might be because it's an older game and it's just not something that is that important for them to do now. But yeah, for my experience, it's not been that great. But the late game, who knows? It takes too long for us to get there, so I'll reserve judgment. But if you've played the game and you know what it's all about, then please leave us a comment below and give us your feedback, give us your thoughts on the game. Let us know whether it is worth sticking through it. So for me, I've not really got that much else to say about the game. There's not that much else I can show about the game. So hopefully what I have been able to show you have found interesting and useful. If so, then please give us a thumbs up and hit that like button and hit the subscribe button to sign up to our channel, find out when we release new videos, and hit the notifications, make sure it's turned on, and you'll be informed as soon as we upload anything new. We do all sorts of old games, new games, closed betas, alpha access, early access, all that good stuff. You can check us out on Facebook and Twitter at f2pcom, or over on our official website at www.f2p.com. So thank you guys for watching. I have been Goodfellow. You have been you. This has been Grepolis. I don't know, maybe. And hopefully we shall see you in the next video. Bye bye.